Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams. The unbeaten run of Manchester United in 2026 has officially come to an end. At St. James Park, Michael Carrick's side suffered a 2-1 defeat to Newcastle United in a match filled with contradictions. The opposition were reduced to 10 men. United equalized just before halftime, yet they played worse with the numerical advantage. A dramatic 90th-minute winner from William Osula condemned the Red Devils and raised serious tactical questions. Today, we break it all down. Tactical patterns and structure, the key turning points, detailed individual player ratings, and 5 major conclusions from the match. Tactical flow and turning points. The first half was cagey until Jacob Ramsey received a red card. On paper, that should have tilted the match firmly in United's favor. Instead, the opposite unfolded. Only minutes after Newcastle were reduced to 10 men, Bruno Fernandes conceded a penalty. Anthony Gordon converted confidently. 1-0 Newcastle. However, just before the break, Casemiro rose highest to head home Bruno's free kick delivery, restoring parity at 1-1. The second half was where the real problem surfaced. United dominated possession but looked disjointed. There was a lack of tempo and circulation, a shortage of vertical penetration, minimal incision in the final third. Then, in the 90th minute, Osula punished a defensive lapse from Malacia. 2-1, full time. Manchester United player ratings. Seny Lamens, 6, had little to deal with overall. Reflexes were solid when called upon, could do little about either goal. Now Ser Mesraoui, 5.5. Positionally disciplined and more secure than Dalot, however, offered limited attacking thrust. Leny Yoro, 7, continues to mature rapidly. Calm under pressure, excellent anticipation, should have scored in the first half. Harry Maguire, 6.5, steady and dominant aerially, avoided major errors and provided defensive structure. Luke Shaw, 5.5, looked short of sharpness, possibly still managing physical issues, limited attacking impact. Casemiro, 6, sluggish in early phases but delivered when it mattered. His 6th Premier League goal of the season, substituted on 60 minutes. Kobbie Mainoo, 5, struggled with Newcastle's midfield intensity, failed to control rhythm or impose himself. Bryan Mbeumo, 4.5, missed a clear-cut chance inside the box, saw plenty of the ball but lacked decisiveness and end product. Bruno Fernandes, 6, conceded the penalty, immediately redeemed himself with a superb assist for Casemiro, now on 14 Premier League assists this season. Matheus Cunha, 6, beat Trippier on several occasions, but final decision-making lacked precision. Benjamin Sesko, 5, isolated for long spells, service was minimal, rarely found space to threaten. Substitutes. Manuel Ugarte, 7, replaced Casemiro and instantly stabilized midfield structure, noticeable improvement in control. Joshua Zirkzee, 6, injected energy, forced an excellent save with a sharp effort. Ahmad, 5, limited influence. Diogo Dalot, 4.5, failed to provide a convincing case to reclaim his starting spot. Material Malacia, 3, defensive disaster for the decisive goal, completely outmaneuvered, a stark reminder of why he has struggled for minutes. 5 key takeaways. The man advantage problem. This is not the first time United have underperformed against 10 men. They previously lost to Everton despite holding a numerical edge. This time was arguably worse. They were poorer in the second half than in the first, despite the advantage. Carrick must address both the psychological and structural issues when controlling matches with superior numbers. You cannot survive on comebacks alone. United overturned Palace recently, but here, after equalizing, they failed to land the decisive blow. Notably, United had lost just 1 of their previous 8 matches after conceding first, until Newcastle ended that sequence. Casemiro, the bruised warrior. Playing with visible bruising around his eye, Casemiro still found the net. 6 Premier League goals this season, 4 assisted by Bruno. Replacing his leadership and clutch contributions long-term will be a major dilemma for Ineos. The St. James Park curse continues. United last won here in 2020-21. Their last 4 visits, 4 defeats. St. James Park has become a genuine psychological stumbling block. Bruno, error and authority. He conceded the penalty, He provided the assist. Bruno never hides. He is central to everything, good or bad. That duality defines him. This marks Carrick's first defeat, but it is a warning defeat. Issues remain: game control with numerical superiority, lack of clinical sharpness in the final third, insufficient quality from the bench. The top 3 race remains in United's hands, but unless they improve match control, more crucial points will slip away. Was this defeat tactical failure or individual mistakes? Did Malacia deserve a 3? What rating would you give Bruno? Is Carrick being figured out? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for weekly in-depth tactical analysis. Thank you for listening. See you next time.